Agree. To agree is to have the same opinion or belief as another person.
The students agree they have too much homework.
Alcohol. Alcohol is a type of drink that can make people drunk.
A person should not drive a car after he or she has been drinking alcohol.
Arrive. To arrive is to get somewhere.
They arrived at school at 7 a.m.
August. August is the 8th month of the year.
Is your birthday in August?
Boat. A boat is a vehicle that moves across water.
There is a small boat on the lake.
Breakfast. Breakfast is the morning meal.
I ate eggs for breakfast.
Camera. A camera is a piece of equipment that takes pictures.
I brought my camera on my vacation.
Capital. A capital is a city where a country's government is based.
The capital of the United States is Washington, D.C.
Catch. To catch is to grab or get something.
Did you catch the ball during the baseball game?
Duck. A duck is a small water bird.
People feed ducks at the lake.
Enjoy. To enjoy is to like something.
The woman enjoys riding her bicycle.
Invite. To invite is to ask someone to come to a place or event.
I will invite my friends to my birthday party.
Love. To love is to like something or someone a lot.
I love my family very much.
Month. A month is one of the 12 periods of time in 1 year.
January is the first month of the year.
Travel. To travel is to go to a faraway place on vacation or business.
They will travel to Argentina this summer.
Typical. If something is typical, it is normal, or something that usually happens.
My typical breakfast is toast and eggs.
Visit. To visit is to go and spend time in another place or see another person.
She wants to visit her grandmother.
Weather. Weather is the temperature and the state of the outdoors.
Today's weather is rainy and cloudy.
Week. A week is a period of time that is 7 days long.
What are you doing next week?
Wine. Wine is an alcoholic drink made from grapes.
The store carried both red and white wine.
Adventure. An adventure is a fun or exciting thing that you do.
Riding in the rough water was an adventure.
Approach. To approach something means to move close to it.
The boy approached his school.
Carefully. Carefully means with great attention, especially to detail or safety.
The baby carefully climbed down the stairs.
Chemical. A chemical is something that scientists use in chemistry.
The scientist mixed the chemicals.
Create. To create means to make something new.
She created an igloo from blocks of snow.
Evil. Evil describes something or someone bad or cruel, not good.
They felt a strange, evil presence as they got closer to the house.
Experiment. An experiment is a test that you do to see what will happen.
The student did an experiment in science class.
Kill. To kill someone or something is to make them die.
I killed the fly.
Laboratory. A laboratory is a room where a scientist works.
My mother works in a laboratory.
Laugh. Laugh is the sound made when someone is happy or a funny thing occurs.
The sound of her laugh filled the room.
Loud. If a sound is loud, it is strong and very easy to hear.
The man's voice was so loud that we all could hear him.
Nervous. When a person is nervous, they think something bad will happen.
The boy became nervous when he heard the news.
Noise. A noise is an unpleasant sound.
The crying baby made a loud noise.
Project. A project is a type of work that you do for school or a job.
His afternoon work project was to paint the room green.
Scare. To scare someone is to make them feel afraid.
My uncle was scared by what he saw in the room.
Secret. A secret is something that you do not tell other people.
The two boys were sharing a secret.
Shout. To shout is to say something loudly.
My boss shouted at me because I was late for work.
Smell. To smell something means to use your nose to sense it.
The two friends smelled the flower.
Terrible. If something is terrible, it is very bad.
The way he treated his classmate was terrible.
Worse. If something is worse, it is of poorer quality than another thing.
Business was worse this month than last month.
Alien. An alien is a creature from a different world.
The alien came in peace.
Among. If you are among certain things, they are all around you.
There was a red apple among the green ones.
Chart. A chart is a list of information.
We used a chart to see how we had improved.
Cloud. A cloud is a group of water drops in the sky.
The sky was filled with white clouds.
Describe. To describe is to say or write what someone or something is like.
They described their tree as colorful, with gold ribbon and a star.
Ever. Ever means at any time.
Going skiing last winter was the most fun I've ever had.
Fail. To fail means you do not succeed in what you try to do.
Since he failed to get the job, he was sad.
Grade. A grade is a score or mark given to someone's work.
I managed to get good grades on my report card.
Instead. Instead means in place of.
He ate the carrot instead of the ice cream.
Library. A library is a place where you go to read books.
The library at school is full of books.
Photograph. I like taking photographs.
I took this photograph with my cell phone.
Planet. A planet is a large round thing in space.
Saturn is the planet with the ring around it.
Report. A report is something someone writes for school or work.
Karen had trouble writing her report.
Several. Several is more than two, but not many.
He had to read several books for class.
Shape. An object's shape is the arrangement of its sides and surfaces.
Even with your eyes closed, you can feel the shape of it.
Solve. To solve something is to find an answer to it.
All the students could easily solve the math problem.
Suddenly. If something happens suddenly, it happens quickly and unexpectedly.
I was surprised when my friend suddenly shouted, "Happy birthday!"
Suppose. To suppose is to guess.
I suppose I should go home now.
Understand. To understand something, you need to know what it means.
Henry could not understand the message.
View. To view is to look at something.
Michael likes to view himself in the mirror.
Appropriate. When a thing is appropriate, it is right or normal.
It's appropriate to wear a suit when you go to the office.
Avoid. To avoid something is to stay away from it.
Avoid the broken bottle on the floor.
Behave. To behave is to act in a particular way, especially to be good.
She always behaves well when her father is around.
Calm. When someone is calm, they do not get excited or upset.
A nice warm bath makes me feel so calm.
Concern. Concern is a feeling of worry.
I was filled with concern after reading the newspaper.
Content. To be content is to be happy and not want more.
The baby looked very content sitting on the floor.
Expect. If you expect something to happen, you believe it will happen.
I expect the bus to be here very soon.
Frequently. When something happens frequently, it happens often.
We meet frequently, either at the beginning or end of the week.
Habit. A habit is a thing that you do often.
Smoking is a bad habit that can kill you.
Instruct. To instruct is to teach.
My teacher instructs us in several subjects.
Issue. An issue is an important topic.
The men spoke about issues that were important to the people.
None. None means not any of something.
He spent all his money. There is none left.
Patient. If people are patient, they don't become angry or upset easily.
I had to be patient and wait until 5 o'clock to leave.
Positive. If something is positive, it is good.
She has a positive future ahead of her after finishing college.
Punish. To punish means to make someone suffer for breaking the rules or laws.
To punish me, my teacher had me stand in the corner.
Represent. To represent is to speak or act for a person or group.
My lawyer will represent me in court.
Shake. To shake is to move back and forth or up and down quickly.
When people shake hands, it usually means they agree.
Spread. To spread is to move out to cover a larger area.
I like to spread butter on my toast.
Stroll. To stroll means to walk slowly and calmly.
My dog and I strolled through the park today.
Village. A village is a very small town.
There are only a few houses in my village.
Active. When someone is active, they move a lot or have a lot of things to do.
It is important to be active and not sit around all the time.
Adult. An adult is a person who is more than 18 years old.
My mom and dad are adults.
Age. Age is how many years someone has lived.
She died at the age of 80.
Bad. When something is bad, it is not good.
She is unhappy because she had a bad day.
Balance. Balance is when two or more things are equal.
A good balance between work and fun helps keep you healthy.
Bike. A bike is a vehicle with two wheels powered by a human.
He rides his bike to school every day.
Choose. To choose is to pick something or make a decision.
I have to choose between taking art classes and sports lessons.
Doctor. A doctor is a person who studies medicine and helps sick people.
You should go to the doctor when you are sick.
During. During an event means while the event was happening.
Did you sleep during the movie?
Football. Football is a sport with 11 members and an oval-shaped ball.
Football is a popular sport in the United States.
Fun. When something is fun, it is enjoyable.
We had a fun time at the birthday party.
Game. A game is an activity where people compete against each other.
Let's play a board game tonight.
Heart. A heart is an organ that keeps the body alive.
My heart beats fast when I am nervous.
Golf. Golf is a sport with clubs and a small white ball.
People play golf in nice weather.
Increase. To increase is to make something larger.
I will increase my score if I study for the test.
Life. Life is the time when a person is alive.
My grandfather had a long life.
Kilometer. A kilometer is a unit of measurement that is 1,000 meters.
A marathon is 42.2 kilometers.
Often. Often is when something happens many times.
He often goes to bed early during the week.
Plenty. If you have plenty of something, there is a lot of it.
We have plenty of fruit, so help yourself.
Weight. Weight is how heavy something or someone is.
I gained weight because I ate a lot of pizza.
Apart. When people or things are apart, they are not next to each other.
They moved apart and then came back together.
Attribute. An attribute is a characteristic of a person or thing.
He isn't very clever, but he does have some other positive attributes.
Bilingual. A bilingual person can speak two languages.
Since you already know English, after learning French, you'll be bilingual.
Completely. Something completely different is very, very different from before.
I was completely wrong.
Dash. To dash means to run or move quickly.
Helen dashed up the stairs so she wouldn't be late for her appointment.
Disgust. Disgust is a feeling of distaste and anger caused by something rude or unpleasant.
He felt disgust toward his date because she had such terrible eating habits.
Fashionable. Something fashionable is what people like to wear and do now.
It is very fashionable to wear a hat.
Foreign. Something foreign is something we are not used to.
He has traveled widely in foreign countries.
Gulf. A gulf is a gap between people who do not understand each other.
There has been a gulf between James and Tony since their parents died.
Mirror. A mirror is usually made of glass, and you can see yourself in it.
He used the mirror to shine light in their eyes.
Natural. Things that are natural are not made by people.
We need to take care of the natural world.
Nowadays. Nowadays means at the present time.
Nowadays, not so many people smoke.
Participant. A participant is someone who joins in a social event or competition.
There were thousands of participants in this year's marathon.
Ritual. A ritual is a formal custom that people do regularly.
Ken was very interested to learn about the religious rituals of the natives.
Spoken. Spoken language is what we say.
We cannot take back what has been spoken.
Sport. Sport involves games like running, jumping, football, and tennis.
She loves watching sport on TV.
Surprised. You are surprised when something unexpected happens.
He didn't appear at all surprised when he read the article.
Tense. When you are tense, you are not comfortable and feel unhappy.
I felt very tense waiting to hear the result of the vote.
Totally. If you totally agree, you agree with everything just said.
I am totally against that.
Vague. If something is vague, it is not clear and gives very few details.
I asked him about his mother's health, but he was very vague about it.
Allow. To allow something to happen means to let it happen.
Having a ticket will allow you to enter the show.
Announce. To announce something is to make it known.
He announced to everyone his new idea for the company.
Beside. Someone or something beside you is next to you.
The two brothers stood beside each other.
Challenge. A challenge is something difficult to complete.
It was a challenge to climb to the top of the mountain.
Claim. To claim means to say that something is true.
He claimed to know why the country's laws were weak.
Condition. The condition of someone or something is the state that they are in.
The patient's condition was very good.
Contribute. To contribute to something means to do something to make it successful.
We decided to contribute money to the new hospital.
Difference. A difference is a way that something is not like other things.
The biggest difference between the birds is the color of their feathers.
Divide. To divide something is to split it into smaller parts.
We divided the pizza.
Expert. An expert is someone who is very good at doing something.
The wizard was an expert at magic.
Famous. A famous person or thing is well known.
The Eiffel Tower in Paris is very famous.
Force. Force is a person's strength or power.
He used all his force to try and open the door.
Harm. To cause harm is to hurt someone or damage something.
A hot iron can cause great harm if you are not careful.
Lay. To lay means to put or place in a horizontal or flat position.
Don't lay your socks on the floor.
Peace. Peace is a time without war.
A white dove is a symbol of peace.
Prince. A prince is the son of a king.
The prince and the princess were married.
Protect. To protect someone is to stop them from getting hurt.
Firemen protect us from fires.
Sense. To sense something is to know about it without being told.
I could sense that he was watching me.
Sudden. When something is sudden, it happens very quickly.
He felt a sudden pain in his chest.
Therefore. Therefore means for this reason.
He is fat. Therefore, he should go on a diet.
Accept. To accept something that is offered is to take it.
I accepted the girl's very nice gift.
Arrange. To arrange things is to put them in the right place.
Please arrange the words in order from A to Z.
Attend. To attend something is to go to it.
My sister and I attend the same school.
Chase. You chase people when you run after them and try to catch them.
I was chased by a dog.
Contrast. A contrast is a sharp difference between two things.
The contrast between my parents is very noticeable.
Encourage. To encourage people is to make them want to do something.
My football coach will encourage us when we are losing.
Familiar. People or things familiar to you are those you know well.
The two friends were very familiar with each other.
Grab. To grab is to take a hold of someone or something suddenly.
I grabbed a pear from the tree.
Hang. To hang something is to keep it above the ground.
I drew a picture of my family, and my mother hung it on the wall.
Huge. If something is huge, it is very big.
At work, my father drives a huge truck.
Necessary. If something is necessary, you must do it.
A passport is necessary if you travel to other countries.
Pattern. A pattern is a way in which something is done or organized.
My pattern of brushing my teeth is the same as most people's.
Propose. To propose something is to say that it should be done.
My grandmother proposed that we have our picture taken with Santa.
Purpose. A purpose is the reason that you do something.
The purpose of exercising is to get into shape.
Release. To release something is to stop holding it.
She released the bird from her hands.
Require. To require something is to say that it is necessary.
We require teachers to have a university degree.
Satisfied. You are satisfied when you have what you wanted.
I am very satisfied with your work.
Single. If something is single, then there is only one.
I have a single key in my hand.
Tear. To tear something means to pull it apart.
It is easy to tear paper.
Theory. A theory is an idea about how something works.
We talked about Einstein's theory of relativity in class.